we talked right that
Which one?
that this thing comes out of girls and that they have to be careful. But I don't even know the name. What was the name?
Ovarian cyst.
Okay.
Led to ovarian torsion, twisting.
You said it has a name, right?
Ovarian torsion is
No, you said laparosco something. The surgery. Laparosco something.
laparoscopy surgery too, yeah.
Lapar-
Type of surgery. Can be C-section or some
Okay, well, I know. Is that what happened to me?
laparoscopy one.
Okay. Everyone, especially ladies, I just want to make this video to share something I think is important in two ways. One, because to start with, the past week I was supposed to be on mission in Africa, but because my visa didn't arrive, and that's not usual, my visa didn't arrive. Well, when I say in Africa, I'm not specifying, of course, it's not like one country, but there were a couple of countries in Africa that I was supposed to go to. 3 of them, actually. And so my visa didn't arrive. My flight was supposed to be Saturday, or in the morning at 10. But I waited until Friday evening. So they didn't issue the visa, so I returned my passport. I had to cancel the flight, so that means I missed my flight for Saturday. And on Sunday was a very normal day. First, I complained a bit about because I didn't get the visa. I was like, I wasn't completely like, I'm happy about it. Like, I was like, because it's a very nice project and I was excited to be there, to be part of the mission. And then Sunday was a very happy day. I've tackled a lot of tasks. It was really nice, very productive. Even in the evening, I was with a friend talking, preparing for topics for podcast. I had a very good night conversation with my husband. It was beautiful. And then Monday, early morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. I think I wake up, I don't know, because of the pain or because there was a call that was popping up. I didn't silence my phone, I think. So there was a Teams call from the people on the mission. There was a call and it was also coming to me. So I don't know, I woke up because of that or because of the pain, but I wake up and I find myself in so much pain. I can't explain how much it was. It was like very, and I called my husband. I'm telling him, I'm feeling pain. He asked me to call 911. But then I took it easy. It felt like cramps we have, like our period in the beginning, and then it gets worse. And then at some point, I visited the restroom. I felt better. For a couple of, I told him I actually felt better, and we're thinking, especially him, because I'm very terrible at drinking water. He always is the one who reminds me to drink water. He thought it's probably kidney stone, and then I'm drinking water, and then we're thinking, especially after the pee, I felt better, right? For a bit, I got a breather, and we're thinking then it must be a kidney stone. And then within that interval, he's telling me, okay, before the pain comes, maybe just call something so that he wants me to go check it. I was taking it easy, but then later on, instead of calling 911, I just called an Uber. Because of that interval, I thought I would be fine. And then once I called an Uber, in between, I start to have the pain again. It was extreme pain. I don't even know how to explain it. And then later on, I start throwing up. Because it's early morning, I didn't eat anything. It was just water coming out of me. Or a lot of sound, actually. Because I have nothing to come out. And then at some point, I couldn't speak even. I couldn't walk. I had to crawl back to the Uber. But once I was downstairs, I was still puking. I was like on the floor. It was so bad. And then I made it to the Uber. and even in the ovary it was really bad. It was like I was going to an urgent. I'm doing this for the first time, right, in the US. I was going to an urgent care. I didn't even know emergency, urgent care, what the difference is. I'm in pain. I'm just taking something that is near me. And I went there and I'm like literally falling on the ground asking them to help me. They're trying to do the paperwork, my insurance, ID, this and that. I can't even speak. I'm throwing up. I'm like on the floor, literally. And then they were like, there's nothing we can do for you. As in, like, this is beyond us, they said. They called 911 and they took me to another hospital. And then I get there. Well, fast forward, this pain has been ongoing. It was like, I'm speechless how I was feeling throughout the whole thing. My brother and my husband were there with me on the call. And fast forward, anyways, they did MRI, what is it called? Raji? CT scan and everything, blood, urine, everything. And the doctor came. It was the lady first, and then she said, your left ovary is showing that is. I'm like, first of all, I mean, in biology, I've learned all of this, right? But I mean, I've never really thought of it after I grew up or something. I've never really studied this. When she said your left ovary, I'm like, I have two of them. And then she said that it's supposed to be 3 to 4 centimeter. Is it? I don't know.
7 centimeters.
I mean, it was supposed. It was a centimeter. So it's supposed to be 3 to 4, but mine got over 7. It got large. She said it was like big. Everything is new for me. She's saying it got large and it's twisted. I didn't know what that meant. But anyways, later on, they explained to me that they were giving me a lot of fluid as well, and they explained to me that it is. They said that I have cyst inside me. That's why it gets bigger, and then it's called ovarian torsion, the term. But normally, so that's what happened to me, and I had to do an emergency surgery to get it out. And sometimes they can remove the cyst. Sometimes the cyst will they also take care of the ovary itself. It's not, because if it's twisted, that means blood is not flowing, so it's no more functional. In my case, that was the case. It was no more functional, so they had to get rid of it. But I just want to make this video to say, I used to experience a lot of pain during but I've always thought like I just have a painful period. I didn't really put so much into it. I've always known, to be honest, I've always known that this is not normal, but I had no knowledge of this. Even I've never read or heard of this. And that's why I want to make this video as well, because if I have never heard of it, maybe there are a lot of people who have never heard of this as well. So for women, I don't know, I think the best way is to just regularly check up, do scan intentionally for that. Make sure you have nothing inside you, because it's dangerous, very, very painful. So I just wanted to say that. I can do another video, more detail, once I felt completely better. But I just want to share this. I'm doing well now, but I just want to send a message that please be careful. Do a regular checkup. Thank you. She's calling.